While the top anticipated extract shooters haven't been released and leaving us hungry for a new experience, the developers at TeamSoda have created a unique single-player extract shooter that is so good you won't even mind it being a top-down shooter. So today we'll be going over why this game that's under 2 gigs worth your download and ultimately answer the question, what is Escape from Duckov? And like most games, as you start off, you're going to be beginning with your tutorial and choosing your difficulty level. So whatever you'd prefer, choose on that, and you are going to be locked to one duck class, which is the average duck. So just click confirm, and from that point forward, you're going to hit this snowy area where you customize your character. By all means, you don't have to copy my exact duck, but at that point forward, once you choose a customization you prefer, move on forward to this door, which is going to have you enter the prison. So once you wake up in the prison, it's essentially the tutorial mode. So from there, you're going to see all these visual cues on how to move, what does what, the looting system. From that point, after the looting system, how fighting works. Once again, these chickens can be ferocious. They do attack deliberately quick, so always be prepared to dodge or have your gun ready, or in this case, your piece of wood. And then as you progress forward, as you kill ducks, they become rotisserie chickens. From that point, just loot their body, find what you can, and work your way forward through this tutorial. Once you've completed your tutorial, you'll be put back into your bunker where you'll be free to roam around and do as you please. But at this point, the game will introduce you to Jeff, which is the duck who holds it down for you. He's going to show you everything from your storage compartments to your billboard for the facility so you can craft things. Then on top of that, the vending machine where you buy and sell all the items you find in the world. And at that point, he gives you a brief description of what the enforcing machine does, which is a way for you to level up your character from health stats to weapon stats and everything of that nature. I'm just going to fast forward to the things that I feel like you guys might do, which is look into your quests, accept a few quests, go see what's inside the vending machine, what you can buy, what you can sell. And then from that point forward, looking at the stats system, so you guys get a brief overlook of what you can be upgrading. And other than that, it's pretty self-explanatory. It does have a fine range for you to practice your recoil control, since the faster you shoot, the harder it is for your gun to shoot strafe. Yeah, there is a camera system. Don't mind what I'm doing with the camera. And there is also a lower end of your bunker where I haven't exactly figured out what you're doing here, but when you do kill ducks on the surface level, you can collect their feathers. So I'm assuming you use their feathers to sacrifice them for whatever that gameplay loot may be. But from here, I'm just going to give you guys some footage of the surface where it does obviously play like a average extract shooter, getting some references spiritually from Tarkov, where you can see the extract zone. But not only do you extract from that other side of the map, that bunker we just came through, you can safely go back that way if you get lost. So it's always easier for you to make sure and ensure that all the loot you have found on the surface will be saved. And from that point forward, just loot all the bodies that you can find. As you progress through the game, you get a better understanding of what all the loot does. There's so much, it's kind of hard to break down in one video. That would have to be a separate topic entirely. But once you're full, just go back down to your bunker, go to the vending machine, sell everything you've had. From there, I would recommend buying some band-aids and a backpack. That way you can loot a little bit better. And always make sure to go to bed at night, because if you don't, the level does get progressively harder at night. This is where chickens have like cleavers and they're out to chop you, which can be difficult, as you're going to see here. This is my first time experiencing that whole nighttime phenomenon. And it was pretty cool, to be completely honest. Aesthetically, they got it correct, from the raining, the dark shading, and even just making the level even more difficult to the point where it's kind of stress-inducing that you die. But luckily, after going back and finding my body, you can loot it again and get all your stuff back. So rest assured, if you mess up like I did, all your stuff is safe. Just keep aware that as you're looting, other ducks can still attack you. So with all that being set in stone, what is your role in this game? You're a freshly hatched operative thrust into a world where looting is survival and every mission beyond your shelter could be your last. The moment you leave the safety of your base, it's you versus the wilderness, and it's brutal. If you fail, you lose everything. But here's where it gets interesting. You don't just survive, you rebuild. Your shelter evolves from a glorified birdhouse to a tactical compound post. Armories, infirmaries, NPCs with weird, deep stories, and every upgrade pushes you closer to understanding what happened to this world and why you are in it. Duckov is just absurd. Yes, but under the surface, there's a sense of mystery, a dark history wrapped in feathers and firepower. And maybe, just maybe, you'll uncover the truth. If you can survive long enough to escape it, that is. I just want to thank y'all for watching. Once again, the script write for this one wasn't as serious or as great as other ones. This game seemed more fun than serious, so if you guys like the other format, by all means, I'll revert back. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. My name's Easy. Y'all have a good one.